Healthy Nature Show on KHNC 1360 AM on your dial. This is New Genesis Health Green Herb coming to you weekly. I'm Linda, and now we're coming at 12:30, from 12:30 to 1, new time, and I hope that works well for everybody, maybe on your lunch hour, probably a really good thing. Our local number at New Genesis Health Green Herb is 303-421-9900, and outside the area, toll-free, 1-888-765-4372. And I'm Linda. I'm alone, not co-hosting with anybody, but I'd welcome your calls if you want to call in. People do forget it's a call-in show. Most people tell me they just would rather listen, and that's fine. We just love you in any way you want to hear from us or be with us. We just love every one of you. We're located at 4565 Kipling Street in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. That is south of I-70, north of 44th, on the mountainside of Kipling. We do have Dr. Mike Cass, chiropractor supreme, and acupuncturist extraordinaire. I'm stumbling over all those words, but he does both. He's very, very good and faithful for 18 years with us, and we do appreciate all you listeners who go to him and send your friends to him. He's extremely good. We do have muscle activation technique with Patrick only on Tuesdays. We make our own supplements, no fillers at all, only the very best ingredients, and they're formulated, not just combined. And when I say no fillers, I mean no fillers. A lot of places say they don't, but then if you look at the other ingredients, those are fillers. And so we just don't do that, and our herbs work. And I heard Dr. Mike telling some people yesterday that he wouldn't be taking them himself if he didn't believe in them as much as he does. And he said he always is proud to tell people about the green herb products, and we're proud to tell people about him, actually. We also have the blood test with a consultation. The blood test is $99 for the first one, $49 thereafter. Any kind of follow-up, if you've ever had one before, it's $49 no matter what. But so when you get the blood test, it takes a while, and we do talk about your whole situation during the blood test itself as we look at the different things. If you're a new person, we're not going to look at your profile until we're done with that, because we don't want to have some kind of preconceived notion. We want to look at your blood and get our opinions from that. And usually, without even looking at the profile, we're able to tell you some of the things that are going on in your body, and it's just greatly helpful. I know that turned my health around so much in my late 50s, and that was when we first got involved with the blood test, and I had gone to a different naturopathic doctor who did those. And because I had what I thought was heart problems, turns out it was blood problems. The rouleau was so thick, my red cells stacked upon each other, that it was causing my heart to, I was having little, it felt like it fibrillated, but I know that's not the proper term. I never went to a regular doctor with that because I didn't want to get into some system and get on, somebody trying to put me on a drug or anything like that. So when I started having these palpitations and my blood pressure was really, really high, and then it dropped to extremely low, and I couldn't get up no matter what. But it turned out that was just the progression of the condition I had at the time. And so, just suffice it to say that it wasn't very long before I came out of that. As soon as I knew what to do, I started taking the enzymes. I took them 4 times a day instead of 3 because I had more than just digestive enzyme problems. I had the undigested protein that was also a pancreas problem where I wasn't producing enough protease. But anyway, that's the kind of thing we try to find out when you come in. If you feel heavy in the chest, kind of short of breath, pressure, get winded running upstairs, if you feel like you can't take a hike, you're afraid to go to high altitude because you feel nauseated and just can't make it, you probably should come in and see what your blood is doing. I know if your blood gets extremely thick like that, your doctor will sometimes diagnose you with hemochromatosis, and suggest that you go in about every month or 6 weeks and give some blood to relieve the pressure on your body. And the people that I see that are doing that, definitely there's less red cells, but they're still stuck together. So what is better is to start trying to work on a program to separate those cells. And it can be familial, but also most of us have overgrowth of Candida albicans, which cuts down your pancreatic enzymes. And it's a whole process, which I'll explain to the individual when they come in according to what we see. And there's other things we can see on that blood test as well. And I just want to say so much that I appreciate the good, kind folks at KHNC they've been so good to us for so many years. And someone else has bought us through necessity because of the FDA, and for the past several years they've been torturing us, but we're still there. We'll let you know if we're not, but we're still there, and we're still making the herbs, and we're still doing blood tests and consultations, and Dr. Mike is still there and all that. We do believe, from our perspective, that most of you know me and know what we've always believed, and we appreciate so much the trust that you've put in us. And, we always do research, and we get other opinions, and we would never do anything just for money. So what we're trying to do is help you to heal yourselves. And, that is a whole different thing than a lot of these things that are, machines and apparatuses that, you just do this and then you don't have to change anything. But really, if you've got something wrong in your body, it needs to be addressed, and that's where we go with it. I did want to talk today somewhat about the coronavirus because it's just all over the news. I'm not sure, but it's possible there's some political influence going on here. So I started looking up the facts, and the coronavirus the flu is just an infectious virus, any flu. So I wanted to put that information out there to start with because they almost make it sound like it's a different thing than a virus, but a flu is just an infectious virus, much like the corona. But the coronavirus is not as deadly as the regular flu. 12,000 people have died from the flu since October and through to February the 1st. I'll be right back after the break to tell you more. Welcome back to the Healthy Nature Show on KHNC 1360 AM on your dial. This is New Genesis Health Green Herb coming to you weekly. I'm Linda, and the local number 303-421-9900, toll free 1-888-765-4372, located at 4565 Kipling Street in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. I mentioned Dr. Mike, our wonderful chiropractor, acupuncturist, and our muscle activation therapist, Patrick. And he only gives us 1 day a week. He's very busy at some other facilities, but we do appreciate him. Mentioned that we make our own herbal formulations, and we've been doing this for 30 years, and they haven't changed at this point. And so I wanted to say that this information I was giving you about this coronavirus is from the CDC, and it's also, so what they're saying is the CDC says that the flu virus, which is the infectious virus that causes flu, has killed between 12,000 people, and they're saying from October the 1st, 2019 through February the 1st, 2020. The CDC's estimated that it could even be as high as 30,000. Now, I'm not trying to say that you should be anywhere lax in your clean habits and what you do to prevent colds and flus and viruses, just like you always do. Most of our listeners know what to do. But when you cover your mouth, don't use your hands. It'd be preferable if you're sick and you know it, stay home. But if you get caught out and you can't help it, take some good thick thirsty tissues, and if you cough into the crook of your arm, more than likely there's going to be a puff of air going down under the elbow, under the arm, right on out into the air. So what I taught my boys to do, because we didn't always have tissue, and most of us don't, but to pull out the neck of their shirt and just cough or sneeze down your shirt that's the safest thing that I can think to do. And then, of course, clean habits all around. Don't spread it by kissing, drinking, eating after each other. Moms, make sure, or dads, whoever's listening, spray and clean, disinfect doorknobs, toilet handles, faucet handles, refrigerator handles. The best use for a microwave that I know of is put your toothbrush upside down in it with a brush down and bring that water to a boil for a couple minutes in your microwave, or get new toothbrushes if you want to, but, that could get pricey with a family. But there's all kinds of things you can do, and a lot of people, when they get sick, so do all those physical things, of course, but then you want to take vitamins and minerals. If you can't get ours, get the good stuff if you can at the health food store. We believe ours is the best, but what if you're far away from here and you're getting sick and you need to do something? So get the best healing factors in your vitamins and minerals that you possibly can with the least fillers, and nothing with sugar added. And a lot of these, even these famous people, put honey and maltodextrin and hidden sugars in their products. So if you don't know what a hidden sugar is, you can call me and we'll talk. A lot of people go grab orange juice. Well, do you know how many milligrams of sugars in orange juice? It's incredible. I suggest lemon water, sweetened with super sweet. Our sweetener is the best sweetener you can find anywhere. Tom developed that years ago, and he chased us around with a spoon. We were all hiding from him, but when he got it where he wanted it, it is really good. It's a great selling item, and it lasts a long time. They're just little tubs of them, and you just to put a small amount. But if you put a small amount of that with some fresh squeezed lemon juice and a glass of water when you feel like something's coming on, you can do that. And another thing that you can do with lemon juice when you are sick is if you've got a cough or your throat is all raspy, get a cup of really warm water and squeeze a half a lemon in it with a pinch of sea salt, and it kind of cleanses the throat and helps you expectorate some of that stuff that makes you cough, The other thing is the herbs. Our formulations are so great, and I know I'm dwelling on this today, but it's all over the news. You can't hardly turn on any news without hearing about this. But our product called Nutri CFC is just the best thing. It stands for cough, flu, and cold. It does have black elderberry extract in it, which is similar to the sambucas that you hear so much about, but there's no sugar in our product. The Immune One, which used to be termed Vir-L-I back in the past, this is a better name for it. It helps your immune system from upper respiratory conditions. It's herbs that have traditionally been used for this for centuries. The Vir-L-IV, if that's what you've got, it's general. It is, it doesn't have to be specific to any particular virus, but it's just anything that attacks your body. The Vir-L-II, if you've got stomach involvement or gut issues, and if this is a very interesting thing, if you've got herpes zoster, which is shingles, or if you've had shingles in your past and you're in a stressful condition, get yourself some Vir-L-III and de-stress. The reason I'm saying that is there's a class action suit against Zostafax vaccine because it's causing vision loss and hearing loss and even cardiac arrest. So there's a class action suit. So there's all kinds of virus conditions going on out there. Very, it's almost like a commentary on where we are in this country with our health. Not a very good thing. So I want to say, do everything you can. Eat right. Don't eat sugar. It blocks the absorption of your minerals and your vitamins. And, besides things to help you with the flu and the virus, I would say if you don't live close by the green herb, call and order in some of these products so that you'll have things in case something does come your way. And just do naturals. I mean, don't go get some kind of chemical thing across the counter and hope that that's going to work, or something full of sugar. There's a drink that's a vitamin C drink that's just loaded with sugar. But if you're under tremendous stress, and if you had chicken pox, get the Vir-L-III. For all the others, Vir-L-I or Immune 1, 2, and Vir-L-IV. Be right back after the break to finish up. Welcome back to the Healthy Nature Show on KHNC 1360 AM on your dial. This is New Genesis Health Green Herb coming to you weekly. I'm Linda, and we're finishing up the last little bit of the segment today. The local number 303-421-9900. Outside the area, 1-888-765-4372. Located at 4565 Kipling Street in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. So if you're concerned about all this and concerned about your immune system or worried, come and get a blood test and a profile workup. If it shows fungal candidal forms, if you need to work on it from a dietary and supplemental view, we're there to talk with you and help you determine what it is that you need. Because of mostly what we see, we can see if your immune cells are really working on a fungus or something. We can see if you've got eosinophils, and it could mean that you're more likely to be at risk for other offenders. So you want to make sure that your immune system is healthy and that you're absorbing your nutrients. It's very difficult for your immune system to work properly if you don't have enough vitamins and minerals. And without minerals, you don't absorb vitamins. Then we get back around to water. Make sure your water is not just reverse osmosis water. You've got to have minerals. And remember, there's just no machine or container or anything that can really heal anything in your body. It may be good for relaxing, but if you have issues and you don't change whatever offender is working against you, anything else is wasted, money and resources. So I'm just going to encourage you to do the right thing. People, I don't think there's an easy way out. I just don't think there's some one pill. I don't think there's some miracle supplement that comes over the pike. I don't think there's a container that you can get into and heal everything. I think it takes some effort on our part. When most of us, a lot of our listeners, when we were growing up, we had gardens, we had really good water, we didn't need a bunch of sugar. And, when I was growing up, if we had a cake, Mama made it just on birthdays, and, they'd make some kind of stuff for Christmas too. But there just wasn't all this sugar that we're eating now, and the sugar is nullifying our immune ability. It just keeps you from utilizing your vitamin C and your other nutrients that help you fight against all these offenders. And, we're sitting in a world that's so different. There's a lot of things coming at us, so much stress. I'm taking myself personally bucket loads of de-stress these days. I just can't handle it, really. I'm doing all the right things, but I still take our supplement called de-stress because it helps so much. I do want to say that I appreciate all our workers there at New Genesis Health Green Herb and people that have been with us for years, and I also so much appreciate KHNC and how we've stood together through all the years, and it's been such a wonderful thing to sometimes people call in, and sometimes I only know you by your voice, but when you walk in and I get to put that voice with your face, it's just a wonderful thing. We appreciate each and every one of you so much for all the years of service that we've had together. I would look for the opportunity. If you've been listening for years and you haven't come in and you're kind of wondering, is this the right thing to do, come in and let us take a look at your blood, see where we stand, see what's going on inside your body. Bring all your supplements, bring your medications, bring your doctor's reports. What your doctor says is important. What your blood tells you from that standpoint is important. We just put it all together and see if we can come up with a good program for you. Give us a call. God bless every one of you. 303-421-9900.